without seeking it, you are told something is bad from all sources. You may be quick to believe them. This was me before picking up Saints Row with an endless supply of games to play. Risking time and money on a flop isn't my first choice. So I waited for a sale and received the game for free on the Epic Game Store during the New Year event. A review. I think the game is worth $40 at most. Pretty damn fun with an easy completion of around 48 hours. If that sounds crazy, since every review says to pass it up, allow me to point out some features I enjoyed and why as bad as it is. It's good. Barding with the world, based off of Las Vegas, the desert, and surrounding mountains, fit perfectly. As I lived about 3 hours south of Las Vegas, I have some photos to compare the landscape that the game reminded me of, with iconic locations and imagery everywhere. The towns are rather easy to remember as each one has a unique feel and purpose. Within the city, and sometimes found lost in the desert, the NPCs pass the vibe check. You may find them in accidents or possibly pulled over arguing with a cop. Rather, it's the humorous conversations to be overheard when walking or their radio blaring as you drive by the NPCs of Santo Alesso that remind me of living in California. The iconic signs and imagery around the city become one of the collectibles in the game. While not for everyone, I found this to be a much better use of the world than in other games, thus giving you a reason to look up rather than on the ground for some small pickup. One of Saints Row's big wins in my book as a franchise is the funny yet endearing crew you interact with. This game may not be the pimps and who sort of crew that we knew in the past, but they are much more grounded in today's reality. I've either been or have a friend like one of these characters, which is uncommon to some degree in storytelling these days. Kev coming off as a fuckboy that you instantly hate grows on you, as he has his friends' backs and doesn't constantly talk about new dates. Being the crew's chef, you see his love for food tattooed on his chest and arm, with his first interaction attempting to pool money for a waffle maker. Eli, the assumed nerd by how he dresses, is more or less the business savvy guy and safe cracker. As much as you would think he would just get shit on the entire game, everyone is always building them up, a refreshment to the typical narrative. Even getting his friends to LARP and get in character. The mechanic of the crew is your tough shell, soft center story, but done in a way that wasn't overdoing it. One of the best scenes is her and your character being depressed together watching TV ads. Lastly, the boss or the player's character. I may have spoiled myself without knowing, as some performances were notably better than others in recent testing. I suggest the British female option 6 in true Saints Row fashion. We are damn near Rambo and are the crew's designated badass. Coming off cocky but with good intentions, we build up our crew and those around us only to be humbled at our peak. A grounded hero's story that can be consumed and enjoyed without exhaustion. With all that being said, thanks for watching till the end of the video. I wanted to include more info and in-game shots, but a video this size was a good deal of work as is. I'm learning video editing with each video I make, and I'm proud to say this is better than the last. Let's catch you in the next one.